What's up guys, John Ross here from testprepinsight.com, and today we're doing a mega comparison of 5 of the best CPA prep courses on the market. We're talking Becker versus Surgent versus Gleim versus Yaeger versus Roger. Now, I faced the same exact decision a few years ago when I was taking the CPA exam, passed all 4 sections on the first try, no big deal. I remember it being a really hard call. Luckily, we've done all the hard work for you. Our team has actually purchased all these CPA prep courses, used each one to prep, played around with all the different features each one has to offer, and now we're ready to give you our final thoughts on how these different courses stack up against one another. And real quick guys, before we get into it, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and drop us a comment below. We're the only test prep company out there that goes into this much detail, so your support means a lot. Now, if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, welcome back. Now before we dive in, I just want to quickly mention that we've done full detailed written reviews of each of these CPA prep courses on our website, testprepinsight.com, so make sure to check out the description below and link on over to read those full written articles. All right, now if you're ready to kick this thing off, let's start by talking about one of our absolute favorites out there. I'm talking the granddaddy of them all, Becker CPA review. When it comes to the quality and quantity of their curriculum and coursework, Becker is simply unrivaled. They offer 90+ hours of live classwork, hundreds of hours of video lectures across more than 750 lessons, thousands of practice problems, and some first-rate books and simulated exams. If that sounds like a lot, it's because it is. Most of their courses just can't compete with Becker. And it's not just the quantity of Becker's material, it's also the quality. They've spent decades refining and streamlining their prep work to deliver some of the most engaging and informative content. 2 particularly noteworthy aspects are their simulated exams and video lecture style. Our team loved the fact that Becker gives each student 12 full-length simulated exams with totally fresh content. This is about the best opportunity to practice under exam-like conditions. Additionally, we were super impressed with their textbook synced video lectures. Becker ditches the old school instructor in front of a whiteboard approach and uses their legendary textbooks as the basis of their lectures. You see an interactive textbook on screen, and your instructor voices their lesson over the text as they make notes in the margins, circle the key points, and underline the most critical details. It's a really cool delivery format that will work well for most text-based learners. And you can probably guess our knock on Becker. Yes, it's the hefty price tag. Becker's prep options aren't cheap, but like they say, you get what you pay for. The overall takeaway here is that if you're looking to minimize risk when taking the CPA, or just plain want the most robust course out there, Becker is gonna be your jam. Other courses just can't compare in terms of overall quality and quantity of prep materials. Okay, next up, Surgent CPA review. I'll just start by saying our team absolutely loves the Surgent course. The main thing you need to know about Surgent is their focus on adaptive tech and efficiency. They get that most CPA candidates are busy working professionals pressed for time, or students with just a few hours to study per week. And they've designed their prep course to get you that CPA designation as quickly and efficiently as possible. They do this primarily through their adaptive tech. They have some very smart AI and proprietary algorithms, which frankly, I don't fully understand. But basically their adaptive tech analyzes your performance on your initial diagnostic and ongoing performance throughout the course to create a personalized study plan that's always evolving. You'll notice that Surgent focuses on the subjects where you get the most lift in the least time. They won't waste your time hitting the same lessons and practice material in areas where you're already strong. It's just not a good use of time. They focus on weak spots for quick point increases and otherwise make sure you have sufficient knowledge in those other areas. And that's not to say Surgent isn't all about efficiency and tech. They also have some really solid CPA prep materials that our team found to be effective, engaging, and comprehensive. Their programming materials may not be quite as robust as Becker's, but they're pretty darn close, and Surgent has some lower price points. The bottom line with Surgent is that if you're a busy working professional or student with limited time, and you just want to be spoon-fed exactly what you need to learn, when you need to learn it to get that 75, Surgent is probably going to be your best bet with their adaptive tech. And by the way, if you want to see what this Surgent program looks like in action or any of the other courses we're going to talk about today, make sure to check out the description below, link on over to our website where we have a ton of great content about each one of these courses. All right, next up, we're talking Gleim CPA review. Now like Becker, Gleim has been doing it for decades, but they take a slightly different approach to things. There are 3 main things you need to know about Gleim: value, task-based simulations, and some killer prep books. If you're rolling on a budget, you're going to want to give Gleim a good look. Their course options are some of the most affordable out there, with both course formats coming in under $2,000. Along with Yaeger, who we'll cover in a minute, Gleim makes their mark with value pricing. In addition, There are two types of students that are going to want to give Gleim their attention. Those that need help with task-based simulations, and those who like to learn through text. Starting with their books, I'll just say that their textbooks are flat out awesome. Rather than some lengthy text with block passages and detail you'll never need to know, Gleim provides concise, outline-style textbooks that are 100% on point. They strike the perfect balance between being succinct and detailed. And they've been thoroughly vetted year after year since founder Erwin Gleim wrote these close to 50 years ago. And one final point on Gleim, task-based simulations now make up 50% of the CPA exam, so you would think that more companies would give more attention to these problem types. But Gleim seems to be the only real prep company out there that makes simulations a key focus of their material. They offer over 1,300 simulations to practice with, and they give some excellent details and methodologies to attack and solve these difficult problem types. Our team loved their attention to this part of the CPA prep. So to recap, if you're looking for value, solid textbooks, and an abundance of task-based simulations, think Gleim. They aren't as robust as Becker or maybe offer the efficiency of Surgent, but this is a dang good course for the money for text-based learners on a budget. And speaking of budgets, if you're looking to save some money on one of these prep courses we're talking about here today, make sure to check out the description below. All these companies are frequently running promos or even offer exclusive discounts to our viewers, and we're always updating the description with the current codes and coupons to help save you guys some cash. Okay, next up, we're talking Yaeger CPA review. The thing that immediately draws you in about Yaeger is their pricing. When you look at all these courses side by side, they all have four-figure prices, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000. Then you see Yaeger. With their flagship course coming in at $9.99, they immediately catch your eye. If you're doing your CPA prep on a shoestring budget, or maybe you just don't want to stomach the high prices of a course like Becker, this is a huge deal. And in terms of their prep program, it's still quite good. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to get the robust materials or resources of Becker, or the smart adaptive tech of Surgent, but their program is respectable. The main thing that stands out with Yaeger is their personalized support. This is the real difference maker with this course. Each package includes 2 calls with founder Phil Yaeger himself to help you game plan your studies and check in midway through your prep just to make sure you're doing all right. And if you need additional support, you can always use their technical email support or coaching. And if you really want to up the ante, you can spring for their CPA Bundle Plus, which includes access to their instructor hotline package. This gives you near immediate access to one of Yaeger's experts. Just give them 2 hours notice, and you can be chatting with one of their CPA experts about anything you want to talk about. Bottom line, although they're smaller than the other companies and maybe don't have the same level of resources, if you want real value, or if you need a guiding hand through your studies with a personal touch, think Yaeger. All right, before we get to the last course in our comparison, I just want to quickly mention our Test Prep Insight Monthly Giveaway Club. Every single month, we give away $300 in Amazon cash to one lucky subscriber, just as a way of saying thank you for the support. If you want a chance to win this $300, just do the 4 simple things on the screen right here, or jump down to the description, check them out down there. It's real fast, real simple, take you less than 60 seconds, and you got a chance to win $300 in Amazon gift cards. All right, let's move on. Next up and final on our comparison list today, Roger CPA review. Now, the one thing and only one thing you really need to know with Roger, that's the video lessons. And that all starts with their crazy energetic founder, Roger Phillip. To say his presence on screen is engaging is an understatement. He is wired with energy. He's constantly on the move, jotting down quick notes, drawing pictures and graphs, and gesticulating wildly. I know he's all hopped up on Mountain Dew on camera, but I don't know how he keeps it up.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew!
And it's not just the crazy energy levels and charisma that suck you in. He's a master at explaining complex subjects in an easy to understand way. Let's be real. Video lessons can have all the crazy digital effects in the world and motion picture-worthy production value, but if there's no on-screen talent, they're a waste. Conversely, you can have some grainy shot that looks like it's right out of the 1970s and still have an incredible video lecture if you have the right person on camera. Roger proves this point. But the big takeaway here, if you're a visual learner and need non-stop engagement, look to Roger's CPA review. All right, that just about does it for our comparison of these 5 CPA prep courses. Now, if you jumped into this video wanting to hear who comes out on top and is the best, I just gotta say who's best is a subjective thing. For me personally, that's gonna be Becker or Surgent, but everybody's different and it all depends on what type of learner you are and what your situation is. For example, if you're looking for the conservative choice with the most robust curriculum and materials, that's Becker. Want to get through your studying and pass as quickly and efficiently as possible? That's Surgent. Or if you're on a budget and maybe need a value course, that's going to be Yaeger or Gleim. You get the picture. All these courses have different strengths and weaknesses, and which one is right for you is just going to depend on your needs. All right, that does it for this comparison. If this video's been helpful, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop us a comment below about what you thought. And if you want to learn more about any of the CPA review courses we've talked about today, or maybe see the full detailed written reviews with some deeper analysis, check out the description below and link on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, where we have a ton of great content about the CPA. All right, guys, as always, best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.